students, in the last video we have completed exercise 2.2 of chapter 2 real numbers. Today we are going to study the next topic, surds. So let's define a surd. See, if a is a positive rational number, very important, how's this a here? A should be a positive rational number, okay? Then nth root of a, and if nth root of a is x, that means its answer is x, okay? And most important, how this x should be? X should be an irrational number. So then that x is said to be a surd, right? Let's see it. Now here, nth root of a, we write like this, nth root of a. So mathematically I have written nth root of a is x, and this is called as a surd. This x is called as surd if there is a condition. If this x is an irrational number. Okay, so this is the condition for nth root of a to be a surd. Nth root of a will be a surd only if its answer is an irrational number. So there are three conditions. Let's see all the conditions one by one. Okay, first of all, this symbol. What is the symbol called? You have done this last year. So this symbol is called as radical sign. This you have done. Radical symbol. So for writing cube root, square root, nth root, we use the symbol, that is the radical symbol. Okay. Now here n. How this n should be? This n should be a positive integer. Okay. Positive integer. And this n should be greater than 1. It should be a positive integer, but its value should be greater than 1. Okay, so this is the condition for n. How's this a should be? A should be, we have already seen, a should be a positive rational number. So a should be a positive rational number. Okay, now what are this called? This n is called as order of the surd. Okay, this n is called as order of the surd, and a is called as radicand. So these terms are very important. Okay, let's understand this with the help of few examples. So let's take the first example. Example 1, square root of 7. Okay. Now we have to see whether the three conditions are satisfied or not for this number. So what are those three conditions? So first condition is radicand. Your radicand should be positive rational number. This is the first condition. Okay. What is the second condition? The order, that is the value of n. N or the order should be a positive integer and it should be greater than 1. Its value should not be equal to 1. It should be greater than 1. Okay. And the third condition is the answer. The answer of this, here the answer should be, answer or the result of this should be an irrational number. So these are the three conditions. These are the three conditions which should be satisfied for a number to be a surd. Okay, so let's check one by one with all these conditions. Okay, so first is about radicand. See the radicand. Here the radicand is 7. and 7 is a positive rational number, right? Okay, so that means this first condition is satisfied. Let's check the second one, the order. What is the order here? The order is 2, square root. Square root means order is 2. So, which is greater than 1 and is positive. So, the second condition is also satisfied. Now, what about the answer? What is the answer of this square root of 7? If you will find out, you'll see that its answer is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal number. So, that means root 7 is an irrational number. Okay, so it means all the three conditions are satisfied, and therefore we can say root 7 is a surd. Why it is a surd? It should satisfy all the three conditions. Okay, let's take one more example. Right, let's take one more. Cube root of 27. Let's check whether it is a surd or not. Okay, so we have to check with all these three conditions. Let's check one by one. Now, first of all, the radicand. What is the radicand here? 27, and 27 is a positive rational number. So that means this condition is satisfied. Okay, what about the order? Order is 3, right? And 3 is a positive integer and is greater than 1. So that means the second condition is also satisfied. Now let's check out the third condition. Let's find out its value. Okay, now to find out its value, we can find the prime factors of 27. So what are the prime factors of 27? 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, which is nothing but cube root of 3 cube. Now we know cube root and cube, they cancel each other. Okay, so what is its value then? This cube root and cube will be cancelled and we'll get only 3. Now what kind of a number is 3? Is it rational or is it irrational? So 3 is a rational number, correct? 3 is a rational number, and therefore here the third condition is not satisfied. How the answer should be? The answer should be irrational, whereas we are getting a rational answer here. Okay, so it means third condition is not satisfied, and therefore this number, that is cube root of 27, is not a surd. Okay, now a surd of order 2 is called as quadratic surd. So here a surd of order, that means if the value of n is 2, then it is called as quadratic surd. Is called quadratic surd. For example, root 5, root 10, root 3 and so on. Okay, so if the order is 2, then it is called as quadratic surd. Now let's see the next topic. Simplest form of a surd. Okay. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. So example number 1, square root of 48. Now this is a surd. Okay, you can check with all the three conditions. This is a surd. Okay, now we have to write this in simplest form. So for writing it in simplest form, we write the prime factors of the radicand. So here root 48. What are the prime factors of 48? Let's write. Into 3. So here square root of 2 into 2 into 2 4 times and then into 3. These are the prime factors of 48. Now as this is square root, we have two pairs of 2's. So from each pair we can take down 1 2. So from this pair 1 2 will come out of radical sign, and from the second pair one more 2 will come out. Okay, this you know how to find out the square root. Okay, so now your inside radical sign will have 3. So this is 2 2s is 4 and the root 3 part as it is. Okay, so how do we read this? 4 root 3. Now here 4 is the rational part and root 3 is the irrational part of this surd. So this is called as the simplest form of this given surd, that is root 48. 4 root 3 is the simplest form of surd root 48. Okay, let's take one more example. Example number 2, root 98. So same method we will follow. So root 98, what are the prime factors of 98? Root 98 equals to 2 into 7 into 7. Now you can see this is a surd. Okay, what is the order of it? 2. As I said, we are going to learn only quadratic surd this year. Okay, so here we have a pair of 7. Okay, so from this pair of 7 we have to take down 1 7. So let it take out 7. Inside the radical sign will have 2. So 7 root 2. So this is the simplest form of root 98.